What's up, y'all? I am Marcus, and I will be your hunter this evening. Back here on Yharnam FM. We're going to continue on in Central Yharnam, and I want to try to drop... Oh, crap. I didn't want to drop all the way to the bottom. I wanted to land on this stuff, but whatever. These corpses, obviously, not real corpses, gonna come to life. Not a big deal for us, because we're getting the hell out of Dodge. Back in Central Yharnam here. Before I continue on today, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Nagrant. He's been hanging out around the channel, and we've been talking for a long time. And I know that you lost your grandmother last week, man. And I just want to give you my condolences and tell you that I hope you get to feeling better soon, man. Everybody knows that feeling of losing family member, especially family member that you really like. So. Yeah, I can't do much for you, but I can give you a shout out and just let you know I'm thinking about you, man. So back to Bloodborne. This is a very important item right over here. Madman's knowledge, and it's very important for a variety of reasons. From a lore perspective, this is actually the first item that we find in the game that mentions the Great Ones. Skull of a madman touched by the wisdom of the Great Ones, used to gain insight. Making contact with eldritch wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose for posterity. And pay attention to the art too. It's really cool, but it's got this kind of constellation coming out of the skull, and it has the stars above representing this cosmic sort of thing, and this nebula that's coming out is this invertebrate shape, and this is all very, very important for the lore, basically. Yeah, we're not going to use it right now. I want to demonstrate something with it, but we will use it in a little bit, and it's going to be very useful for us. You basically need a point of insight before you can level up, and so we're going to use this to do it. But first, charged R2 and then tapping R2 to do a special follow-up attack. And getting hit by the turnaround. Nope, not getting hit. Oh man, I missed my parry. These guys hit hard. All good though. Notice that the incense burner's out over here.
Fool me to open this door. Heavens, the depths of depravity.
Yeah, these good old Yharnamites, man. All that laughing going on in there, it's creepy as hell, but I love this chime sound. These bells you can probably faintly hear. Here, let me shut up for a second so you can hear them. Yeah, I love it. We're going to open up this shortcut gate. This actually leads back to the Fountain Plaza. We saw this earlier. And of course there's an incense burner here, so we know there's going to be an NPC for us to interact with, and it's... God, this NPC breaks my heart every fucking time.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? And please will you look for my mum? Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
We will find your mother, little girl.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs, and when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it.
So, first of all, she knows us by our scent. She knew that we're a hunter by our scent, so hunters have this unique scent. And...
My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find her, give her this music box. Please, I know you can do it.
And the music box that she gave us A small music box received from a young Yharnam girl plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. 2 names can be made out, however faintly. Viola and Gascoigne. Alright, let's use this shortcut back to the plaza, back up to the Great Bridge. And we've already killed these guys. So we've been down through the Dark Residence. I also want to show you that you can just drop off the side over here, and this leads back down towards the kennel shortcut, which we'll use that to proceed onward with the level. We have business to attend to over here anyway. Get wrecked, dog! And cold blood do.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places? I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Fuck you!
Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. That little good you outsiders do. Go on, admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
So she wants us to help her find a safe place, but we don't know of any safe places right now, so we can't really help her. And here, very interestingly, we can see this second bridge over towards the Cathedral Ward, the lower one that I pointed out in the previous video. I also want to point out that from over here, you can actually see a light over there, right? And a doorway. Just all of these, it's really just the level design just continues to blow me away, even to this day. And you see this bright light, you're drawn towards this, you see the stairwell, you see the torch of this hunter creeping down the stairs, everything pulling you forward here. And if you just pursue that, then you are very likely to miss this behind all of these broken barrels, or these barrels that you can break. You can drop down here and land on these rafters. This is so Souls right here, but at least this time they've given us fairly wide beams on these rafters, so it's easy to walk. But from here, you can get this vantage point. You can see, you can scout out the enemy positions. You see the guy with the torch over there walking around. You see this guy down here. And if we back up a little bit, you can even, well, you might be able to, while we're picking up these items. You can see a guy with a gun over there, another sniper in that corner. So it's just really cool that you actually can get the drop on the enemies, or at least scout their positions like this. Another very typical Souls sort of thing here is there are these items on the chains, and to get them, you want to cut the chain. The transformed R2 of the cleaver is perfect for cutting this one. If you just don't want to fuck with it, you don't want to worry about possibly falling down or whatever, you can always just do this and shoot the chain. That works too. So we'll drop down below and grab those items later. And well, they're both actually pretty important for us. So first, we're going to bust out here. And a new NPC. And this was actually the point that you could see from standing over there. And this is Eileen.
Oh. A hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Alright, that's an important lore point if you haven't, like, made this connection yet. There are no humans left, they're all flesh-hungry beasts now. So Eileen is telling us that humans are becoming beasts. And in fact, as we're going to see, hunters are becoming beasts.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts? No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Shake off cape. Confirmed best gesture. Boom! I love it, man. It's just so simple, and the really cool thing about the wind effects in this game are amazing. Like, if I roll, you see it actually affects the feathers on her cape. And if I use this gesture too, that is so cool.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
Well, I was actually just trying out that new gesture that you taught me. Also note that from here we can actually see the little girl's house over there and the gate that leads back up to the Fountain Plaza. And the bridge that we crossed to get there. So cool. So many little details. They do so much in such a small space. It's freaking amazing. Oops, I didn't roll. I guess I want to point this out. Like, you saw how my character just bent their knees when they landed, and it took some time to recover and be able to move. If you're new to these FromSoft games, if you actually backstep or roll, well, I screwed it up again. I swear to God, you can actually do this. If you backstep or roll just as you hit the ground, you can actually recover a little bit quicker. Like this. There. I did it. Hooray. Oh, did you hear me? Oh, the gun guy heard me too. Oh, this is fucking up with my plan. This is fucking my plan all up. Yeah, you guys just... Don't you da-da-da-da-da-da-da forget about me. Man, I didn't really want the hunter guy to come over here. Oh well. That'll work. Normally, the gunman's still in his starting position as I get over here, and I just kind of hide behind these pillars for cover while I'm fighting that guy. This might actually be a little bit nasty. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to just sneak up on the sniper from behind. This might work out for the best, actually. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yosefka, best waifu. I'll take those bullets. And I'll go over this way. Excellent, that actually worked out pretty well. I might want to consider doing that again next time, if I can actually repeat it. Follow up R2, bam. If I had had a little bit more stamina, I probably could have chain backstabbed on him. Oh well. I use blood vials pretty generously. I like to stay topped off, but... Alright, before you drop down and deal with all this, I recommend coming out here first and handling the sniper situation. Let's see. I want to time this so that this guy's on the bridge, that guy's over there, and the beast is on the far end. So now, run over here, kill you, and turn around in time to deal with you. Another way to deal with that is to get this guy's attention first, and then pull him back inside that dry dock building that we just came from, and fight him in cover there instead of dealing with the snipers. So there's a couple of different ways you can deal with that, but I like to just wait for that one sniper to walk across the bridge, and while he's doing that, the stalking beast is like right around this area, right? So he can't get to you quickly. He can't go this way. He has to go this way, and it takes him extra time to get to you. Just works out. But either way, I recommend doing that before dropping down, because we're going to be climbing up this ladder, and if you haven't killed the snipers before you climb the ladder, they are going to be shooting at you. If you're in that situation, you can usually hold circle and actually climb the ladder fast enough that they can't shoot you, but... Aw. I was wanting to use regain to regain the health that I lost while I was falling, but the damn rat hit me when he fell off the crate and staggered me for a second. Throwing knives, excellent. Saw spear, alright. First weapon upgrade, or not upgrade, just a different weapon, but this one is more balanced towards skill, which is dex in this game, they call it skill, which suits us very well, but in normal mode, the saw spear has almost exactly the same moveset as the saw cleaver. It's actually slightly different. There are a couple of key small differences, but I'm just going to do a little shameless self-promotion here and say the official guide's got some really, really good data on all of the weapons, including attack multipliers and stuff like that. So if you want to know those differences, you can find them there. But the bigger and more important differences of the saw spear are its transform mode. It's got this different move set. This horizontal sweep and this vertical attack, really good combo. This is great for crowds. This is great for hitting enemy heads. If you push R2, it has this thrust, and the charged version is also a thrust. So that does a different type of damage. Like, if you look for physical damage, there are 3 types. Normal physical damage, blunt, and thrust. And so if I get hit by a thrust attack, you can see that it's lower than my normal physical defense and my normal blunt defense. I'll take a lot more damage. And a lot of enemies have that property too, so thrust attacks can be really useful. Anyway, all I'm trying to say, it's got a really good move set. So, ooh. Hey, get stabbed. Aw, I didn't have enough stamina. I guess I need to upgrade my endurance some more. Well, that's not a guess, but there's another Madman's Knowledge. So if you, for whatever reason, need another point of insight, you can get it there. Now we gotta climb back up this ladder, and this is where they would be shooting at us. And if you just climb up a ladder normally, you go like that speed. But if you hold the circle button, you climb a little bit faster. I'll try to demonstrate that properly, I guess, some other day, because we're not gonna do that again now that I think about it. One thing to note is that for these cleavers, normally this mode does more damage. It's faster, costs less stamina for the attacks. But when you need the range, or if you're fighting groups, these can be better. That was kind of sloppy, but... Bloodstone shards. Excellent. Excellent. So there's one more shortcut that I want to open up for this level. Okay, here, I'm holding the circle button so you can see, climb a little bit faster. It's not a lot, but it is a little. Sorry, I was just looking around, looking at the environment. Sometimes I just like to. Sometimes something just catches my eye, and I gotta look. You are not fooling me with your crates. Stupid bird. You remember we were over there at the start of the video. That's where we dropped down. That's where all those ghouls are at. And that's the ladder that leads up to where the little girl's residence is. And more oil urns so that we can double damage of fire attacks. And hopefully I don't fuck this up too bad. Hey, I made it. Great. More bloodstone shards. Very useful stuff. So this time, instead of going up this ladder, we're going to proceed this way through the aqueducts. There, watch out, there's birds up here and they'll jump down and attack you. And in here, there's a treasure. And of course, that guy's going to come to life. Alright, it's the ghoul gauntlet. Made it. Alright, make sure you have your stamina at full as you enter this tunnel, and then hold down the button and haul ass. And you can get behind this pig. And I don't know what it is with FromSoft and pigs. Well, that's not good. I can't see for shit. There we go. That didn't go well at all. I was supposed to get a backstab, but I fucked it up. Doesn't really matter. And porcine proctal exam. Nice. Get some blood vials, get some cold blood dupe. More importantly, Saw Hunter badge. These badges are very useful. Badge of a workshop sanctioned hunter. Badge crafted long ago at the workshop attests to one's prowess as a hunter of beasts. The workshop is gone and no group recognizes this meaningless badge except the messengers in the bath who understand its profundity. Certain things can only be entrusted with a hunter in possession of this badge, or so they believe. This is a shortcut around a trap towards the end of the level. Those badges, the Saw Hunter badge isn't really a big deal, but the other badges are very important. What they do, they expand the shop's inventory, so you can actually buy new items by getting those badges. Pretty damn cool way of doing things, honestly. I also want to warn you, as the time of day progresses, as it gets later into the night, and time will change as we continue playing the game, the shop items get more expensive. Before we proceed here, let's unlock the shortcut, shall we? In fact, let's use the shortcut. I actually want to go back to the Hunter's Dream, and we're gonna level up and upgrade our weapon and do some stuff before we fight some bosses here. Oh, I forgot I skipped these guys this time. Hey. What do you want then? Whoa, he got me. Sorry. Just playing around, having some fun. Shining coins. Shining coins. These are basically like prism stones. They can be used to mark your path. Various coins that are particularly luminous. There are very few uses for spare change during the hunt, but these will serve as guides through the darkness. Or one could save them until morning if it ever comes. A penny for the departed. There we go. Alright, now, if we go back to the Hunter's Dream just like this, we're not going to be able to level up. The doll is still going to be inactive because we don't have any insight. If you look at the top right of the screen where the little eyeball is at, we have a 0. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a Madman's Knowledge. Now we have insight and we will be able to level up once we reach the dream.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit. Did you speak with German? He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not, but still, aren't they sweet? Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
First of all, this doll is fucking tall. Second of all, there are some really incredible details to this doll's design. I mean, I just like the mud on the bottom of her dress, the like loose lace that she has on her boots, stuff like that. If I could get a good angle on it, I would be able to show you guys. I don't think I can get a good angle until I get the monocular, but the side of her face is actually, the porcelain is actually like cracked, or the paint on her face is actually cracked. See if I can actually... No, I can't do it right now. Anyway, having a point of insight makes her active so we can level up. It also lets us get these multiplayer items, which have a little bit of lore. Great old bell discovered in the underground labyrinth. Its ring resonates across worlds, and the first hunter used it as a special signal to call hunters from other worlds to cross the gap and cooperate. Pushing the right part of the pad, like if you push the left part, it pulls up the gesture menu, and if you push the right part of the touchpad, it pulls up this personal effects menu. This is a pretty good place to put your multiplayer items, your hunter's mark, and some other little things. This is normally not stuff that you'll use in combat. It's kind of slow to do like that, but yeah. Before we level up, I want to power up our weapon while we have fucking blood echoes to do it. And we're going to power up the saw spear. We don't have enough to get +3 on the saw spear, but we can upgrade the hunter pistol, and I'm going to. It's actually pretty helpful. Alright. Gehrman obviously not here right now. Sometimes he can be found in the garden. Yeah, he's sleeping over here now. We'll just let him rest in peace. I mean, sleep. I mean, sleep. Down here, over here. Let's go level up. We got a whole bunch of soul items, I mean blood echo items we can use too, so. A strong will produces thick blood. I really hate the naming format. Cold Blue 1, Cold Blue 2, Cold Blood 2. I'm just gonna call them Cold Blues because that's just how stupid I am. You can use multiples, but if you have so many different types, it's kind of still a pain in the ass.
Welcome. What is... Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Now, because I started as a professional, I have very low vitality, I have low HP, and it's very easy to die. So I'm going to want to raise that up right now. But something that I want to point out is that regardless of what I level, my physical defense is going to go up. This right here, my physical defense. No matter which stat I raise, it's going to go up. So it's tied to your level. The more you level up, the stronger your defense is, the harder you are to kill, the easier the game gets. So if you're having trouble, level up. It doesn't even really particularly matter what you level up, you're going to get tougher. But if you level up your vitality, you're going to get exceptionally tough because your HP goes up while your defense is going up. It's kind of a double whammy. Endurance is for stamina, which is needed both for attack and defense. It's also important. Depending on which type of weapon you're using, strength or skill will be better for you. For guns, Blood Tinge, also one special weapon, the Chikage, is also really good with Blood Tinge. But, and finally, the Arcane stat, if you have an elemental gem or if you're using elemental items, that's when Arcane works for you. For right now, we definitely want, I would say, let's go up to, yeah, I want the 100 stamina. And I want the health increase. Yeah. Those are going to be... Vitality, endurance, and skill are going to be the main stats for this character for the most part.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Another thing I want to point out right here. This Saw Spear, on the attribute bonuses, it says it has scaling from Arcane, but that's inactive because we don't have Arcane, Fire, or Bolt damage types. If you have Arcane, Fire, or Bolt damage on your weapon, then you get the boost, but Arcane does not raise your physical attack, so only my strength and skill are increasing my physical attack right now. We do have that unlocked gem slot, as you can see now, since we've leveled up the weapon a little bit. If we put an elemental gem in there so that we have elemental attack, then, and only then, we actually start to benefit from that arcane scaling. So, just a note, even though it says arcane scaling on your weapon, it doesn't necessarily mean anything unless you you have elemental attack. Let's see, I got Molotovs, I got oil urns. Let me check my bottomless box. Yeah, I got more Molotovs. There we go. Let's go kill Cleric Beast. Loading, loading over the Bloodborne game. Do 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 do. 3 hits bring that guy down. Could skip all these enemies, but I'm killing them once again for the supplies. All of the enemies in Central Yharnam, pretty good source of blood vials, and in the case of this guy, bullets every fucking time. Oops, we both missed, bro. Whoops. I don't want to make too much noise. I don't want to get these guys' attention. Yeah, y'all just leave me the fuck alone. And this is what I meant too. By using the kennel shortcut and the dark residence, you can actually skip dealing with those jokers at all. You know what? Fuck it. Hope this hits right. Woohoo! Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll make some blood bullets. And then I was going to use regain to get the shit back, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. Pebble. Alright, here we go. Up against the Cleric Beast. This beast. Well, you automatically get a point of insight when you see the Cleric Beast. So if you haven't gotten any to this point, you'll now be able to level up. Hit him with an oil urn to make him weak against fire. And then hit him with a fire attack like a Molotov. Does really good damage. Oops, I tried to dodge, but I was a little slow. It's all good. His head is also weak. How many times are you gonna do that move, bro? You after me today, buddy. So if you shoot him in the face, you can knock him down, and you could have done a visceral attack there, but I just screwed it up, so that's gonna slow this fight down some. But that's what oil urns and Molotovs are for. Again? Gosh. Chill with that, man. Oh shit. Woo, that was a good one. Whew. He's all over me today. Why are you being such a prick? The camera angles are pretty atrocious if you try to fight straight. Nope, gonna hit me. He recovers pretty quickly from all his attacks. He has one attack that you can pretty reliably hit him after, but he just doesn't want to do it for me today, I guess. Oops, I missed. Hit him in the head with those Molotovs, they do pretty good damage too. There, that attack. You can normally hit him and then roll away. I just missed. Ha! I manually aimed it. And you can also just keep fucking shooting him. Chipping away very slowly at his health. His quick turnaround there if you're close to him. Jumping attack. And he's dead. The first time I actually fought Cleric Beast was at FromSoft's office. And I got to him, I only had one blood vial when I got to him. And I had him down to like 60% of his life. And then I had to use my blood vial. And everybody was kind of leaning forward and getting excited to see whether or not I was actually going to be able to kill him. And then I got real close to him and I dodged forward just as he did a swipe and all the fur effects were on the screen. And the game crashed. It was the Tokyo Game Show build. And everybody in the room just kind of collectively, oh, ha, 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 ha. I mean, that really sucked. But they gave me the t-shirt anyway. They had that contest where if you could beat him, you could get the t-shirt. And they went ahead and gave me one. I appreciate getting the benefit of the doubt because I wasn't sure if I was going to pull it out. We got the Sword Hunter badge. Badge of the Swordsman Hunters under Church's Blessing. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. This silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. And these bullets are in the middle of the fight, so if you're running low on bullets, you can just pick them up. And now, we're back to the dream. The dream is real, boys. The dream is real. That's pretty much going to wrap up episode 2 here of Yharnam FM, the Bloodborne Let's Play walkthrough guide, sort of whatever thing. I will catch you gentlemen next time, where we will finish off Central Yharnam. Hopefully you won't even have to wait a day for it. Later.